let's say, for example, you're Matthew?
Yes.
Okay. What happens is, the ladder abstractions, the way the ladder abstraction works is that something very specific is at the bottom, and as you go up the ladder, you get more and more broad. Okay? So for example, you say, this is Matthew. Okay? There's only one Matthew. This is it. This is only one Matthew. Okay, there's only one Matthew sheet. Like, this is the only one of him. There's no other of him somewhere else, right? Does that make sense? Okay, unless you do this weird teleportation into computer, whatever you said. Right? But if you want to get as concrete, as specific as possible, you say, if I'm referring to this person, this is it. There's no other one like him anywhere. All right? Now, as a description, though, I can say something like, let's say, for instance, I can say, if Matthew wasn't here, and I wanted to somehow describe him to you, maybe I would show a picture. So now a picture gives you a bit, it's not him, but it is now an image, a reference that you can go to. But let's say I don't have a picture now, so now I'm trying to describe him, right? I might say, okay, Matthew is a boy, right? Now, if I said that, right, automatically half the population is eliminated, right? Because you assume if he's a boy, that means he's not a girl. Right? Therefore, you've defined him in a certain way, right? You've defined him as a boy, okay, that's a certain, but that is way up the ladder of abstraction, because now, when you're thinking boy, you could be referring to him, you could be referring to, oh, these are all girls here, what is that now? Right? Could be him, could be that guy back there, right? The idea of the ladder of abstraction is this, is that everything begins, everything is in a specific context. The Bible is written in a specific context. So when you read about how the priest was to wear each body a certain way, and was to wear the linen garments, and was to take a certain kind of purification bath in order to do the Day of Atonement, where there'd be two goats, one of them will be slaughtered, the other one sent away, and all this kind of stuff. That is very specific, right? That's concrete. That's the only thing it's referring to. But what happens is that not everything in the Bible, if you go strictly by its concrete value, will make sense in today's value, right? So when it says, don't move your boundary markers, in today's society, what does that mean, right? When it says, don't steal each other's cattle. How many of you own cattle? I don't mean beef, I mean like actual cattle, right? Like almost none of us own cattle, right? And so, ancient world, that kind of thing means nothing to us, right? Now, on the other hand, in our present time, there are specific things that make sense to us. The question is that how do you bridge what the Bible is saying from the ancient world to what the Bible is saying today?